talk about lawfully carrying a firearm, like how does law enforcement feel about the public out there? You know, do you feel safer or less safe knowing that there's legal carry? You know, people that have done it the right way, but they're out carrying.
Mhm.
You know, as law enforcement, how do you feel knowing that's out there?
And thank you for asking that question. So a lot of people ask us that all the time. Me personally, I can't speak for other departments because they do different things. You know, for us in the South, you are pretty much born with a gun in your hands. Let's be honest, right? Your parents train you. You were brought up to hunt, to do other things like that. So majority of the people that are carrying it, if they tell you,
I don't know what you're talking about.
you know, see what I'm saying? So dangerous, so dangerous. But you know what I'm saying is they're qualified. They've been raised
Right.
how to properly handle to acknowledge what is dangerous about a weapon. And I love that fact because they'll come to me, hey, is it okay if I do this? Well, if you're a criminal, you're not going to say, hey, I'm a felon player.
Exactly.
Is it cool if I just sling this bad boy?
Yeah.
You know, let's be honest. That's not what's going to happen. So it's always good to know. And they have a lot of good questions to ask. And I feel blessed that they're confided in me to ask those questions. So I love it. When I pull up to a car and a traffic stop, they're very mindful. Just want to let you know I've got a gun here. You know, that's respect. And I repress, and I tell them the same thing, you know, I'll treat you the same respect you show me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Just do me a favor. Don't go show me what you got and you're, you know, and pointing at me.
Yeah.
And we'll be friends forever.
So
Okay.
funny story. I was bringing my son back from ball practice. This was a couple years ago in Nolensville, and got pulled over. They had don't get me going on this, but they had just changed the speed limit in this spot that I've gone through my entire life, and they dropped it to 30.
Oh, yeah.
It's been 40 since I was 7 years old.
Right.
And so, you know, got pulled over. Not a big deal. Didn't even get a ticket. Was fine. But the officer that pulled me over, you know, I did that. I said, "Sir, just want to let you know that, you know, I've got my firearm on my right hip, and you know, just want to make sure you know that." And he looked at me dead in the eye and goes, "Well, son, if you keep yours in the holster, I'll keep mine in my holster, and we won't have a problem."
So
And I was
good.
like,
But that's true,
That
though.
was awesome.
It de-escalated it. You were
That's
laughing at each other.
awesome.
You had a good experience with him. Like, that's so important, right? I love that. So and we come across that a lot. You know, we really do. And the thing is, I am blessed to have a community that believes in that, simply because if I am struggling on a call, I feel bad for the bad guy because you got 5 guns that are going to pull over and they're going to take care of business for you. So am